Yo, people, I can't lie, man's excited for this one. Nintendo Switch 2 preview event. My boy bought me as a +1. We in the London XL looking at all the new Nintendo Switch 2 devices and games that are coming out. So sit back for this one and let me show you what's really good. Right, now you guys know I'm terrible at vlogging, and I got too excited with all the overstimulation of the Nintendo Switch devices that were everywhere. So let's do some voiceover to give this some kind of direction. Yo, people, so imagine we're inside the place. Man's got Nintendo Switch 2 over there. There's Nintendo Switch 2 over there. This is like the Mario Kart section, innit? So they're doing the new Mario Kart game. Let me show you where I'm going from. The man are doing the Mario Kart thing there. They've got the Mario Kart thing going on over here as well, fam. And now the new Mario Kart was jokes, but there was so much going on at a short period of time that it's so hard for me to even mention what was new, what was old, what felt great, and what kind of felt the same kind of thing. The grinding felt great, like the fact that you can now jump up on anything as if this is Tony Hawk's, start grinding it to get yourself extra boost. That felt wicked. The frame rate felt really good as well, especially on the little 4K OLED TVs that we were playing on. The only thing for me, I would say could have felt better was the latency, but again, I don't know if it was like a gaming TV thing that I was playing on. It felt perfect on the handheld device itself though. So yeah, again, it might just be the TVs that Nintendo bought for us to play the game on. But when I was playing it in handheld mode at 1080p 120 frames per second, it felt legitimate, fam. Like, man was getting all the frames, all the resolution, and the game was just playing mad smooth, fam. Definitely handheld might be one of my favorite ways to play. Alright, people, so over here, sir, they got a Nintendo Switch system literally guarded by 2 people on its own, chilling there, so we can go and check out how the system looks close up and have a little look at the Joy-Cons and how they detach and stuff like that, innit? So let's go and have a look. People, so we got a unit on its own. Fam, here's the back of the thing. I've not actually had a look at the thing, fam. So let me just, yeah. There's only a little bit of wobble, but not much. It still feels comfortable to play. Basically feels like my own Switch. This, you press down now. Okay. And the Joy-Con comes off. Right. You put that back. Oh, it just snaps back into place. I like that snap into place still. Let me show you that again. You do a thing like that.
I like it.
Snap that back into place. Same with the other one. Press this button down. Drag that out. And it just snaps back into place. Wavy. Kickstand looks sensible as well, but it's been sensible since the OLED, so I'm not surprised at that. And all the ports on the top looking nice. Got your game cartridge port, 3.5mm USB-C, ventilation, volume and power button, and on the button just USB-C thing. Wavy. Now they had Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom running in 4K, apparently up to 120 frames per second. Now I'm recording this in 4K 120 actually, so it does look really smooth. Obviously YouTube only goes up to 4K 60, so you guys might not see how smooth it is, but you know, the 4K 120 does look believable. Guys, I can't lie, yeah, I never really played the first Hades, but this one right here, this one is looking legitimate. I might actually have to touch this one. This one is looking wavy, fam. Celebrities, come on. Bunny ears and ting. Hold on. Playing that Zelda and everything like that. Okay, well. Oh yeah.
Ignore the topless man that's here, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not that type of game.
Oh, is that how you dressed him, Cassie? Is that how you dressed him?
It's not that
Crazy work. People, now, I don't even know how I've been keeping up with this vlog. There might be bare gaps, but right now, we're outside the Metroid thing. So these men are playing the new Metroid game on the Nintendo Switch 2. This thing looks absolutely wavy, fam. It's kind of giving me Halo vibes from the 360 days. Not in a bad way because of the graphics, but just kind of the feel that I'm getting from the game, fam. But like I said anyway, we're gonna get onto the game and we're gonna see what's really good in it, so stay tuned. Now honestly guys, man, started playing a little bit of Metroid Prime Echoes and I could not believe how sick it felt playing it in mouse and keyboard mode, allegedly, kind of thing. Like it just felt like the game was meant for it. I know Nintendo have basically done this with the motion controls earlier with the Wii games kind of thing, the Wii Metroid Primes and stuff like that, but this just felt proper, fam. Like having the mouse on the this just felt legitimate. Like look how smooth it's looking. And again, we're at that 120 frames per second. Everything is moving smooth, everything is moving fast. I was gassed. I'm gassed. This is definitely a game I'm gonna have to pick up, fam. Apparently it comes out in July. Yeah, that's a birthday game for me still. People, I don't even know what vlog order I am doing today, but right now we're at the Donkey Kong game, Donkey Kong Bonanza, literally playing it in the background. We're gonna run a little bit of that. Now, fun fact, I've never actually ever played a DK game, fam. But the way that this was playing, the art style was kind of giving me Odyssey, so that's good for a start kind of thing. But the way that everything is destructible, man like DK is just mashing up everything. There's lots of destructible environments. I feel like they've made a Donkey Kong game the way a Donkey Kong game should be made, fam. Kind of like a Hulk game, but with a Donkey Kong skin, everything is destructible. I think they did well here, and that this game will definitely bang and be quite a bit of a favorite amongst all of those that are gonna play it. Now, I know I only came over here for first party games, but man had to try the latest Street Fighter on the Nintendo Switch, because obviously Switch players usually get left out of all these cross console games like FIFA and Street Fighter and Tekken. But now we've got Street Fighter on the Switch. It just goes to show how powerful this system is, and it was playing fluidly, it was playing responsively, the latency was good, everything was matching up how you'd need a competitive game like Street Fighter to play. So yeah, man, definitely impressed with this, and we're probably gonna start seeing a lot of fight sticks for the Nintendo Switch coming out now that we know what it's capable of. So definitely stay tuned for reviews on some of those. Anyway, people, them obviously man only got a couple of hours on the Nintendo Switch too, but from what I saw, man was impressed. Starting off with Metroid Prime, the fact that you can use the Joy-Con as a mouse, the graphics of the game, the frame rate of the game on them TVs that I was playing looks hella impressive, and just the spec bump that the Nintendo Switch 2 has obviously gone up to with that Nvidia processor in there must be something decent, fam. And I feel it's come out at the right time, because we've had a lot of handheld gaming PCs come out. We've had the Steam Deck, we've had the Lenovo Legion Go, we've had the ROG Ally, we've even had the MSI Claw, fam, and a lot of them had issues which it looks like Nintendo's taken on board and made sure to avoid when bringing out this new console, fam. Especially that nice sweet spot of having that 1080p screen at 120 frames per second, and the fact that it can actually play games at 4K, which all of those aforementioned handheld gaming PCs actually struggle with when they're connected to displays, fam. So yeah, it definitely does look like Nintendo's done a lot of learning, it's done a lot of research, and they've given us a console which looks like it might be a winner for years to come. But obviously, man's only had a little touch, little preview. That's what I wanted to give you guys. Thanks for watching, and if you like content like this, make sure you like and subscribe and ding that notification bell for more of it, innit?